Good evening. It's 4:17 and I'm back in the room relaxing. I got something to eat, cool down from my walk today. Today was a great walk. So much happened today that I had to put it in the video because it was just too much to type. But let me start from what happened this morning. I was probably about 3 miles into my 9-mile walk today, and I saw from a distance some blue lights flashing. They were coming my direction, and I couldn't quite tell what it was until I got closer, and it got onto me too quick to pull up my camera to take a video of it. But what it was, the lights I saw belonged to a police escort motorcade, motorcycles, and behind them were a hearse, some family vehicles, and then a real long line. It looked like about a mile long line of PGR riders, Patriot Guard riders on their motorcycles, and then a few other family cars. And out of respect, I stopped, held my American flag that you see behind me, and saluted the entire line that came past me. And I was just in awe that I happened to be there at that time to witness this. I assumed at the moment that it was a funeral. Well, as the last vehicle passed me, I got a phone call from a young lady named Vivian. Let me back up about that. Monday, when I walked through Ocala, I had a police motorcade escort along with a few walkers and some friends, and Vivian saw me on the road that day, and she pulled over when the walk was over to congratulate me and thank me for what I was doing. She shared with me that her nephew, a gentleman in the Army by the name of Marty Sims, was killed in Afghanistan, and that his funeral would be in a week or so. So I thanked her for that information, and I gave her my condolences, and I saluted the fact that he served for this great nation. Well, that motorcade that came past me today was carrying his body from the airport to a resting place in Ocala. They're going to have his funeral this Saturday. Well, I didn't know that when I saw that motorcade. I didn't know who it was. Well, again, when the last vehicle in the motorcade passed me, Vivian called me on the phone. And she said, "Mac, I just saw you. I just saw you." I said, "That was you? That was your nephew?" She said, Yeah. He finally came in, and we're going to take him to the funeral home, and then we're going to have the funeral on Saturday. Well, she asked me if she wanted me to come back and pick me up and take me to the funeral home to show my respects. So she did, and we got there just in time as the Patriot Guard riders formed a flag line, and they took Marty Sims out of the back of the hearse in the coffin, of course, and into the funeral home. And I got there just in time to present my flag with them in the flag line, and I saluted to show my respect as well. Well, if that wasn't enough, there's a woman named Kat, and I can't remember her last name to save my life, but she's been on my Facebook as a follower for quite a while. She's also a Patriot Guard rider as myself. Though I'm walking, I'm still a PGR member. Well, she found me in the crowd, and of course we hugged and we met for the first time. And then as I was standing there, this gentleman pulls up in a truck pulling a horse trailer. And what he does, his name is, well, I forget his real name, but he told me his nickname was the Chicken Man. Well, he pulls out one of the horses out of the trailer, and what he does, I believe they call it a horseless rider. They have boots in the stirrups. They have a U.S. flag on top of the horse. It's folded up, and it kind of like the what do they call that? The missing pilot. When they fly a formation and there's one plane missing, sort of the same premise. Well, he goes from funeral to funeral and does this for people voluntarily. Well, he spotted me and heard of what I was doing, and we shook hands, and he said it was an honor to meet me and asked me if I wanted to be part of the procession today, which I was very honored. He presented the family of fallen Marty Sims with an American flag, and he asked me to do that. So I had the supreme honor of presenting the American flag to both Mr. Sims' mother, father, and wife. And what a touching, incredible honor that was for me today. So that was my day in a nutshell. And then, of course, I went back to where I started from where Vivian picked me up this morning, and I continued my walk and I finished. But what a blessing that was today, to be able to have the honor to be part of that procession. I wish I was going to be in town for the funeral on Saturday, but I'll be too far north to be able to come back and be part of that. But I just had to share this with everybody. This is one of easily 1,000 blessings I've had on this walk so far, and the blessings become more and more amazing as I continue my walk down this path of across the country. So tomorrow it looks like I'm going into Gainesville. It'll take a few hours. I'll have more details in the morning. But I wanted to share that with everybody. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for your continued prayers. Keep those words of encouragement coming. Keep me in your prayers. I'll go ahead and shut this down and get this posted. Kat, it was a pleasure meeting you. It was an honor to meet Vivian again and spend time with her family, even though it was under tragic circumstances. But I want to thank you all for allowing me that honor. And to my baby girl, as always, mwah, Daddy loves you very much. So until tomorrow, Semper Fi.